G'day everybody, how are you going today? It is so very good to see you. I do hope you're super well. Sorry to be coming from the studio again when I have so many products to go through at the moment. Lenses and microphones and cameras, etc. But we're in lockdown. We just had a snap lockdown. It's going to go for about a week. We will know later today whether we're out of lockdown or not, and hopefully we can get back out of our snap lockdown and back on with life. Wouldn't that be good? Because, we had 5 or 6 months of lockdown last year. Why do we need more? We don't need more. We don't want more. We just got 20,000 vaccines arrived in Australia yesterday. That's not going to go very far. Today I want to talk about an exciting bit of news. Nikon will be having their 2021 CP Plus presentation between 3 and 5 p.m. US time. Not sure which version of US time. I will find out and put it in the comments below. Now, if I'm not asleep, if it's not like 3 a.m. here in Australia, I will endeavour to go live. So I'll keep you all posted. Hopefully I can do a better job than I did last time, where it took me the first 3 minutes to sort the audio out. The reason that happened is because I got the time wrong. Well, I didn't get the time wrong. I was looking at the time, the UK launch time, and the US went earlier, and then it was like, well, gosh, the US is gone already, so I better get on with it and go with the US time. So this is not going to happen this time. I've learned from my experience. My very first live go, it was all right. After that, it was all right. What are we expecting Nikon to announce at this point in late February, just as we're 1 month from the end of their financial year? Well, this would be a great opportunity to talk about perhaps an APS-C camera, if there's another one coming, and of course the Z8, Z9, Z1, whatever the next pro high-end body might be. Will they give us a teaser? Look, if they're aiming for the Olympics, which is what, 3 or 4 months away, I think, something like that, they need to start getting it rolling anyway, don't they? So I think there's a chance they might tease. And I think timing-wise, it would be really good if they did give us something in regards to the next camera, the high-end camera. Also, there's a great opportunity there for them to perhaps, say, announce the next 3 lenses that might be coming over the next 6 months or so. Which segues me very, very nicely into, I decided to hold a poll. Now, it's the first poll of this type that I've ever held on YouTube, and I quickly learnt that I couldn't edit it once it was up because I put a question mark instead of a full stop in one of my sentences. Anyway, I did manage to correct that about 10 hours ago, and I think most people got the spirit of what I was trying to achieve. And I'm so excited to say that in under 24 hours, let's just have a quick look here, and we'll look at this on screen together. Here's the poll, everybody, and as we can see here, it has only been going for 19 hours. At this point, we've had 242 votes cast, which is absolutely fantastic. Thank you so much, everybody, so far. And we can see here that the Z85 1.2, we think it's going to be a 1.2, has received 26% of the vote. Coming in second down here is the 100 to 400 with 25% of the vote. So you could basically say that people are pretty much equally interested in those two lenses. Not far behind at 21% is the 24 to 105, perhaps rumoured, alleged to be 2.8 to 4 f4. A very exciting lens. As soon as we're able to travel more freely, I do think this lens will become even more popular. Coming in next at 16% is the 105 micro. Don't really know what the f-stops are going to be on that one. And then finally we have the 28mm pancake at 12%. If you haven't voted yet, please do vote, because the more data we collect in the pool, the more fine-grained the poll is. And fantastic to know what everybody's thinking. Let me know in the comments below. I'm thinking of doing a poll also on what camera body should come next. What do we think will come next? What do we think will be announced? Coming up
in a couple of days. Let's have a quick scroll through some of the comments here. Thank you everyone for your comments. We can see here that Michael, you're interested in the 28 and the 70-200, which is awesome. Steve, you'd love to see the 200-600, and yes, I think a lot of people are also equally keen. Here's another example of that. Sorry, I didn't include it. I could only include the 100-400 or the 200-600, not both, if we were going to get a little bit of everything. As we can see, a lot of interest for all sorts of lenses here, and it's very exciting. All right, back to me in the studio.
The first thing I want to say here is YouTube only allows you to have a maximum of 5 entries that can be voted upon. So I wasn't able to put all the lenses in there. So my approach to this was kind of put one from each category almost. So we do have a Super Tele Zoom, a Pancake, another Prime, another high-end Prime, the Travel 24-105, and the micro lens, or macro lens as I've always known them. And that was it. That was all I could put in there. There are a couple of missing lenses like the 200-600, the 600, and a few other bits and pieces. But this was just to get a little bit of a feel. So I want to thank everybody so much for voting. It's amazing. The number of votes we've got is amazing, and it really does help us understand what is really the real vibes out there for what people want right now. I think I'll be using this feature again. Let me know in the comments below, or a thumbs up or whatever, if you like this sort of way of understanding what your community is up to. So there you go. The 85mm is neck and neck with the 100-400. There's an equal amount of interest in this portrait / I would use it for landscapes and various other things lens in the 85mm 1.2 versus the highly versatile 100-400, which again could be used for landscapes. Yes, I would use it for landscapes. I know it sounds crazy, but I can use any lens for anything. I think it's fun, and you get new outcomes. Plus, obviously, for wildlife, birding, sport, photojournalism, and all that sort of stuff. The 85mm could be used for photojournalism as well, I would have thought. Two quite different use case lenses, really, completely different lenses. They'll probably be different price points. The 100-400, depending on its f-stops, may well be sort of the 1,000 to 2,000 range. I'm talking Australian dollars there, and the 85 will probably be something like $3,000, $3,500, like the 50mm 1.2, if it is a 1.2. So I love the fact that there's the diversity, and if you look across that whole list, it really shows that all of our use cases continue to be different, and that's what we all must remember and respect in each other. We really must. When we're communicating, sharing, imparting our wisdom, we cannot forget that we're all very, very different. And some people are really happy shooting film, and some people are really happy shooting manual lenses. Some people are really happy shooting high ISOs, and some people just want low ISOs, and on it goes. Cameras are such super complicated and just Swiss Army knife kind of tools that really the amount of, the number of permutations as to how we can choose to shoot is many and varied. There's really, I would love to, maybe we should work that out one day, if you work out all the ISOs and all the shutter speeds and all the focal lengths and all the color balances and even the sensor sizes or film types. What would that be? Does someone want to just throw that into a spreadsheet and work out the number of different ways someone could stand in the same spot and take a photograph if they had all the lenses and all the cameras to do it? Because we all make those individual choices. I think it's really interesting. So thank you for being involved in the poll. It just continues to show us that diversity. It's really exciting what's coming up on the 26th. I think we might know some more. Well, we're definitely going to know some more things. I really do hope we learn something about the high-end pro camera. Even if it's just the fact that it exists and it's coming would be fantastic. And 1 or 2 data points, 3 data points, that would be great too. Come on, Nikon.
And just before we go, I wanted to give you the update on the poll. We are at the 22-hour mark, and we've now had 801 votes. As we can see, things have not changed very much at all. The 85mm is still at 26%. The 100 to 400 is at 24%, and the 24 to 105 is at 21%, with the 105 micro coming in at 16 and the pancake at 12%. Look, it's super exciting to see what will happen on the 26th of February. Hopefully all going well. I look forward to seeing you there live. And also, if you haven't voted yet in this poll, please do. The link will be in the notes below.
All right, well, as usual, it is terrifically good to see you. Just a short update from Snap Lockdown. I do look forward to seeing you all very soon out of Snap Lockdown. I hope you get out of lockdown too soon. And look, if this is your first time here, please subscribe. I'd love to see you again. Please click on the bell because that does make sure that you're notified. Please share, please like, and I will see you so soon. And if you are in lockdown, well, if you just look down there, there's still something like almost 300 episodes you can watch right now. All sorts of things photography related. Okay, I'll see you soon. Bye. Thank you.